come on. Come on, guys. What more do you want? Turn this off right now. Head straight to GarageBand for our UK listeners. Isolate that Christmas theme version of the Spontaneation theme. Thank you, Eban Schletter. I mean, we're here on Christmas. It's a time to gather with your nearest and dearest, your clearest. Scientologists. Get together with your nearest, dearest, and clearest. Get punched in the face by David Miscavige and get keeled off the SS L. Ron Hubbard. Oh, I hope everyone opened up one present last night. Did you? Did you have that in your home? If you're a Christian? If you are a Hanukkah person, I wish there was another term for that. I hope you enjoyed all 8 of your gifts, including the 7 disappointing ones. And the 1 good one. That's how it works, right? They just pad it out. It's like, you know, you're getting 1 good gift. And then for 7 days, it's like, socks. A moleskin notebook. That is a real slap in the face of a gift. Thanks. I guess I'll start keeping a journal, which I've never done in my life before. Well, you could write down, like, if you have a grocery list. Oh, sure. Yeah, I write my grocery list like I'm Charles Dickens. Big curly Q font. Low sodium V8 juice. 64 ounce. Yeah, guys. That's an item for my personal list. Are you happy? I'm a human being. I thought the low sodium would be a good idea. I hate a salty juice! Here's the thing. I don't know what it's like where you live. Here in Los Angeles, there's a number of different grocery stores. They don't all carry the things that you want. Some people are nodding. They're sitting right next to me. I like a low sodium but spicy hot V8 juice. Now, my main store where I go, I'm leaving names out of this. Oh, they got the low sodium. Oh, they got the spicy hot. They don't have the hybrid. I have to go to this other place just to get that. Or I get to order it from Amazon by the crate. Not planning on drinking that much of it. One time I ordered from Amazon, got the 1 bottle. Next time, that's not available anymore, but you can buy a gross of them. You thought you'd get me, but you didn't get me, Amazon. Not twice. See you next year when I'm done with that juice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest or guests to join me in a free-form conversation inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then, I invite some improviser pals onto the show, if they're not already here, to join me. People laughed at my Phil Donahue intonations. To join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, oftentimes utilizing details gleaned from the aforementioned free-form conversation with the special guest. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. That's right. Little nod to It's a Wonderful Life, which maybe you've seen 40 times by this point in the year. Folks, is it a Christmas miracle? No. It's a Christmas science. That all of these people are here today because I emailed them all. I am so happy to be once more in a room with these wonderful people. These are my friends from the Thrilling Adventure Hour. Sometimes we will do improv shows together as the Work Juice Players. We are going to be doing this next month at San Francisco Sketch Fest, and I am thrilled about it. What is our venue? Are we going to be in the MMT?
I think we're Brava again.
Oh, that's where we were last time.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, be quiet now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go around the table and introduce these people. Seated right next to me, Cack Attackers, get ready. Start tapping your Indiglo watches. Does anybody remember that deep cut? I hope you do. Say hello to Craig Cackowski. He's doing a Santa Claus.
Happy holidays, Paul.
He's doing a politically correct Santa Claus. You think even Santa Claus is gonna? He's explicitly tied to Christmas.
We need to be more inclusive,
Yeah.
Paul.
Okay. So you're gonna be giving toys to Muslims and Jews
Yes, every year, Paul.
every year?
Oh, looks like Ahmad is getting a Tonka truck. Well, I'd best be off.
Yeah, okay, Santa.
I don't have time to record a
All
podcast.
right. No, of course not. This is
today.
your busy time. Well, you should be off work by now.
But you emailed me.
Okay, Santa. Seated directly across from him.
Oh,
That's right. This gentleman, we haven't seen him since, I want to say, episode 4 of this. Nope, episode
1?
3. No.
Very early.
The episode name was Mars Base 5, and then the
Yes, it
number
was.
5 in that always throws me off. And then I can't remember the episode number. But it was, I think it might have been episode, no, it was not episode 3. Maybe it was episode 5?
Mars
It was
Base
Mars
5.
Base 3.
Mars Base 3.
It was Mars Base 3,
5.
episode 5.
Yes. I'm happy to be back on
Please
Earth.
note this for the Library of Congress. Welcome back, Marc Gagliardi.
Woohoo!
Gags, how are you?
Great. I'm very happy to be back here.
It's great to see you again, and you've moved back to Los Angeles
I've moved
recently.
back to Los Angeles.
That's how we do.
Yeah.
Welcome back to
Thank
Los
you.
Angeles.
Thank you. It's wonderful here.
Just in time for a sweltering autumn.
That's right. Here on Christmas Day.
That's right. It's always autumn on Christmas Day.
That was my favorite Hallmark movie.
Okay, Santa. Okay, Santa. Seated right next to Marc. Another Marc? Spelled slightly differently? Please say hello to our old friend Mark Evan Jackson.
Happy holidays.
Also a veteran of the Mars Base 3 episode.
That's true, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And who else was on that with us?
That was a long time ago. I don't remember.
Dave Foley was the guest.
He was the guest.
Oh, very nice, yeah.
And then improvising with us, I don't remember.
It was a lady, I remember that.
Yes.
But which lady?
There's so many.
We'll never know.
Maria Blasucci, maybe?
Amanda Lund.
Amanda Lund.
Thank you. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are
You're
you?
dressed like a baseball man.
That's true.
And why is that?
I've been offered a lot of opportunities in my time in Hollywood, and the one of which I'm proudest is that I play softball for the Brooklyn Nine-Nine softball team.
And I understand you won today.
We did, yes. We won 6-1 versus NCIS Los Angeles.
Who is that? Chris O'Donnell and LL Cool J?
I believe it is, yeah.
And were they there today?
They were not.
They were not there.
No, I'm the rare member of a cast that shows up for these kinds of things. This is primarily crew and maybe background actors. I asked if it was weird, and they said no.
Well, what could they say, really? I mean, could they say, hey, this is our one time to have fun away from you people?
They could say that.
Would they say that, though?
No, but last year it was probably the middle of October last year when I first checked in, thinking, I'm a recruiter on this show. I can technically play for their softball team, and I checked in and got an email back saying, "Look, we're headed for the playoffs. I don't know how good you are." Yeah, let's
Sure.
not. This would be kind of late to just change the mojo of our team. They did not make the playoffs.
Is there a World Series of this league?
There's got to be some sort of bracketing, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know how it works. I really just enjoy playing. But yes, I think there are playoffs and some sort of final, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, softball, when you get a ball in the hit you in the outfield, you have to throw it back underhand, right?
Your understanding of the game is complete.
Thank you. Mark, I'm going to look away from you now and look I'm going to look kitty corner from you. Meow. This gentleman, he's not looking.
I think a picture of the studio setup will exonerate me from not looking.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will also exonerate me a little bit too. It's not
Murder?
Yes, finally. I did not kill my wife.
I don't care.
Thank you, Jesus. Nobody's going to jump in with a TLJ? Please welcome back our friend, Hal Lublin.
Merry Christmas. I can say that because I'm Jewish.
That's right.
It's okay for me to say it.
That's right.
You
Jewish
can't say
people love saying Merry Christmas.
We love Merry Christmas.
All kidding aside,
Yes.
Jewish people love Christmas.
100%.
Right?
This of this sample size,
Yes.
100% love Christmas.
It
love
is-
decorations, music, everything.
It's all of the fun and none of the misery, none of the weird family stuff.
Yes.
It's great. You can just look at it's all taken care of for you. Other people do the decorating.
Yes.
You don't have to buy any shit. It's great.
It is a few months in the greatest museum you will ever visit in the world. It's so great. Can't recommend it highly enough.
Hal, now you are a Jew.
Yes.
But your wife is not.
No,
Do
she's
you-
a Presbyterian.
Sure. Do you have a Christmas tree at Christmas time?
We do.
It's the best, right?
Oh, I love it.
I recommend Christmas trees for everyone. It's the best. Mm-hmm. It's great. Do you get a real tree? Or do you have a fake tree that you put up every year?
We've had a series of fake trees.
False trees.
Yeah.
Fake tree seems like it's a
Artificial.
judgment.
A series of
Artificial.
artificial trees. But I
Sure.
have a collection. I have my own ornaments that go on them that are all Philadelphia sports based and a Darth Vader. Because I don't really know the holiday.
One Darth Vader.
He's just sort of standing there like, hey, what's going on? This is my tree now.
Is he dressed in a baseball uniform?
Yes. He's dressed as Marc Evan Jackson as a baseball player.
I bet there exists a Darth Vader in a regional team uniform that you can get for your tree, right?
Oh, there has to be.
Okay, we'll investigate this during a break.
Yes.
And so now, do you still have when you say a series of trees? Do you just keep adding trees?
You know what? Here's the thing. The base on those artificial trees, when you don't shell out top dollar, they do fall apart after 2 years, and then you have to get another one.
Sure.
Which is just get a nice tree
That's
to start
where they
with.
get you.
They got me. I don't know.
got
I'm not of your people. I just get the tree that's cheapest. That's of my people.
Another Christmas tree. And so now you do have an artificial tree, but you have a top shelf one that you shelled out for.
No. I haven't learned my lesson yet.
Bah!
I was just thinking, like, we need to get a tree for this year. Because sometimes we go home to Florida,
Sure.
where Jennifer's family's from, and then they have a tree there that's like a nice, proper
Classic Florida Presbyterian Christmas.
tree. Yes, a classic Florida, just gators around the tree.
Oh, are they in danger of gators entering their home? Because that's what alligators do now.
No. The gators in that area always knock first.
And they have to tell you, if you ask at the door if they're a gator, they have to tell you.
Yeah, that's the law.
That's right.
Stand your ground, people.
Hal, I'm going to look across the table from you. This lady, she's dressed like Princess Leia.
Where do we start? Yeah.
We are recording this in October. It's almost Halloween. And so, judging from a picture I saw earlier, you and a friend were at a pumpkin patch today.
It looks like a pumpkin patch. It was actually a school function for my daughter, who's 3 years old.
That included pumpkins.
There were it was a photo. That was the photo area that you would take a photo at.
I see.
So they
So-
made it look like a pumpkin patch, so everybody would be fooled.
Right. Mission accomplished.
I'll let them know.
And so everyone else was dressed in costume as well?
Most people, yeah. Some people don't. Some parents don't, which I'm always, I don't know, I'm just always surprised when parents are not dressed up, but their kids are dressed to the nines. I'm like, come on.
Because
You're lame-o.
you feel like it's an opportunity. Someone is getting some headphones. There we go. And
Oh no.
And Annie, I understand you brought your friend with you.
I did. The friend that I went to the function with.
Yes, and what
she
is
is
her
here
name?
today.
Her name is
Millie.
Millie. Hi there. How are you? I'm sorry?
She's doing pretty good.
Oh, I thought you said I'm a little peaked. Millie, did you enjoy having your picture taken in the pumpkin patch at school?
Yes, sir.
You did? Yes.
Was that yes, sir?
It sounded like it.
And who are you dressed like?
Ray.
From Star Wars. Is she your favorite?
Yes.
Do you know what, Millie? She's my favorite too.
Oh my goodness! And who is your little friend?
Does that make it less special for you that I said that? That was met with a thundering silence.
Who is your friend dressed as?
BB-8.
Yeah.
You had a friend dressed as BB-8, the ball droid? Do you want to hear my impression of BB-8? This is what I think he sounds like. I'm ball droid. I gotta roll on out of here. Did I nail it? Thank you very much.
Yes, that was a nod.
Thank you very much. Everyone knows that's what BB-8 sounds like.
Well, there's also Chopper from the animated series. What does Chopper sound like?
I'm sorry, did Chopper just walk into this room?
Right?
Millie,
My
thank you
friend.
for being here with us.
You gotta,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break.
Wait.
During what? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh no! No, please come back! Please come back!
She's
Please,
gone.
no!
Time to move on.
Oh no! Please! I'm so sorry.
She left.
I categorized the guests by hair color, and so I thought I'd just done you. Smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, our final guest, who was last but by no means least. Please welcome to the show one of our all-time favorites.
Stop it.
Little Janet Varney! Janet, I'm so sorry.
Evan really tried to make up for it by making it extra
did.
twinkly.
I'm so sorry. These are
It's quite all right.
These are the vagaries of knowing people for a long time.
For sure. Also, no, who wants to follow the most adorable child in the world? Like, you think you did me a favor, to be honest with you, because that was about the cutest thing ever. Thanks for being with us, Millie. Yeah.
Janet, do you get a Christmas tree
Yes.
every year?
Yes.
A real one? You go out and select it and...
Yeah, and then I'll go through spells where if enough people say beforehand you shouldn't get a tree that's just been farmed and cut down for this. Sometimes I'll go the route of getting the live tree that is rooted in a thing. It's
Right.
extremely heavy.
I'll bet
Yeah,
it
and then
is.
they come and pick it up afterwards. And maybe I'll do that again this year.
Where do they take it? Back to where it came from?
The forest.
My mother-in-law every year she lives in South Carolina, she'll get a palmetto tree, and that will be her Christmas tree, and then she will plant it afterwards.
Oh, see, that's
It's less
sweet.
It's
Yeah.
less unwieldy than a pine tree.
Yeah.
But now the argument against getting getting the cut down tree is that it's just kind of needlessly wasteful. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, somebody who feels that and is more educated in that way than I should answer that, because I'm clearly begrudging and I don't want that to be true, because I love getting a big, beautiful, like a blue fur with lots of space in the
Of
fur.
course.
Listen, as Scandinavian as it can look, that's my aim every year.
you
how,
put real-
how can I look Danish?
Yeah, you put real lit candles on the tree.
Sure.
It's a terrible
As you do.
hazard.
As you do.
Absolutely. And when you were a kid, did you open a present on Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you were raised Mormon.
Yeah.
Do
I mean,
they?
my dad's an atheist, but
Okay, well, sure.
he also would have a tree. So
Right.
let's not get too confused.
But in your Mormon heyday, I don't know much
Salad
about.
years.
I don't know much about. No caffeine, please. I don't know much about how if they celebrate the usual Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
Like
for
okay,
sure.
so it's all the same.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Lots of sweets too.
wonderful
to make
movie.
up for all those things you
Oh
picked out.
sure.
Yeah.
You get jacked out of your mind on sugar.
Sugar.
I saw a wonderful film called Saving Christmas by Mr. Kirk Cameron. And this film is all about how if you're worried about the over-commercialization of Christmas and how it takes away from the message of our Lord Jesus Christ, This movie provides justifications for every garbage thing that we do at Christmas. It's like, so you see, really, you are honoring Christ by doing all of these things.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
Oh, wow.
It's absolutely worth your time seeing it.
I gotta check it out. I'm aware of it, as many of us are, I think. You sort of feel like if you've heard of it, it's as good as having seen it. Now I realize that's not true at all.
You gotta see it.
I gotta see it.
It's what the torturous contortions that he goes through to make this all okay for you is astonishing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Spontaneanation movie wreck of the year. Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. Note. Of course, that's the movie wreck outro. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break. During that break, no one's left to meet. During that break, you will listen to the ad. When we come back, we have a question for our improvisers. Merry Christmas. Scott, I have a question for you.
Hi, Paul. Scott Ackerman here.
It involves your sleeping habits.
Okay, well, we talked about these earlier in the day, so please.
I know, we spent an entire day together.
That's right, we have.
Scott, what if you could give back while you slept?
No. No, thanks. Pass.
You're not a little curious?
No, thank you. Not into it at all. That, in fact, that gives me chills of just how distasteful it
What
seems.
if I said one word that might change your mind?
Okay, what word would that be? The F word?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, that's not going to change my mind in the least.
I know you're a church-going man.
I am.
And so am I.
I'm a pious man.
We go to church together.
We do. We worship each other.
That's right. We have
We have a parasitical...
We go to a place we call a church.
And we worship each other. We bow down to each
Yes,
other.
That's right.
And we sing hymns at each other.
Yeah. The word is not the F word. Of course not.
Of course not. Of course not. What is this word?
Lisa.
I'm in.
I knew I'd get you.
I am all in.
Lisa as
Pushing
Scott.
my chips to the center of the table, baby.
I love centered table chips. Lisa's an innovative direct-to-consumer online mattress brand that is also socially conscious. I know you know I'm telling them.
I know.
Scott?
I know you're telling them, is what I was saying.
You're letting me know.
Yes, I know that you're telling them. Please continue.
Did you ever hear about Lisa's mission?
You know, I saw the movie The Mission.
This is different.
This is a different thing.
Yeah.
That had, I believe, Robert De Niro, bearded, playing a missionary or something.
Yeah.
This is different
This is different than that.
Lisa's mission is different. Got it.
This mission is much shorter. It's simply a better place to sleep for everybody.
Now, I wasn't timing that, but that seemed shorter than the movie The Mission to me.
I think the movie The Mission was over a minute long.
I think it might be.
For every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate one to a shelter through their 110 program.
Now, this is what I've always wondered about Lisa. Mm-hmm. Why not donate the 10 and then sell the 1?
That
Especially at Christmas?
I mean, I know. I feel like it's unfair to guilt Lisa that way because I think...
Because they don't have to give away the 1.
Yeah, they don't have to do that.
But Lisa, what about on Christmas Day? Just give away the 10.
I think giving away 10 mattresses?
They're going to go broke.
Selling 1?
Yeah, they're going to go broke. Plus, with all this money they're throwing around on podcasts, I don't know how they stay in business. But Lisa, we love you.
Oh, you're crazy, but I love you. Oh, not to mention, Lisa also plants 1 tree for every mattress sold. You got a problem with that?
I mean, plant 10. I don't know why. Why are they stopping at 1 all the time?
They donate 1% of each employee's time to volunteer for local causes.
10%.
What do you say to that?
10%.
Sure.
They're like an agent.
But this is the best of all.
This is the best.
Lisa's patented universal adaptive feel, trademarked by the way, so hands off, is designed for all types of sleepers. It features 3 premium foam layers. Can you even guess what the foam layers are?
Man, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd bet there would be like a layer that offers dense core support, maybe?
Yes, that is a 6-inch dense core support foam. That's for durability and structure for sleepers of all sizes.
Maybe, just off the top of my head, they might have created a layer called Avena.
As a matter of fact, yes. There is a 2-inch Avena foam top layer.
Make it 3, Lisa.
That's
Make it
for
3. Make it 3 inches.
Why not make it 10? I don't understand why everything else is 10. That's for cooling and breathability.
10-inch Avena.
Here's why you can't do 10 inches of Avena. Because it would be too cool and too breathable.
Yeah.
And you would be
It'd be
freezing.
like the Fonzie of...
Well, you'd be freezing to death and you'd be hyperoxygenated.
That's true. That's a good point. I don't want to freeze to death. I kind of do want to be hyperoxygenated.
I want you to be.
Thank you.
1 layer left.
I should know this one.
You should, but you don't. It's 2-inch memory foam, middle layer for body
of
contouring and
course.
pressure relief.
I need this memory foam so I can remember the memory foam.
And to relieve your pressure. And it is available in the US, the UK, the Canada, the Germany, or if you want to see one of these in person.
Look, if you're one of these weirdos who's like, I'm not going to sleep on a mattress until I'm looking it in the face.
I don't want a mattress from Germany.
I want a mattress from the USA that I pick.
From the greatest city on earth, New York City. So go to the
You can buy these mattresses at 4 a.m. if you wanted to.
That's right. Get a slice of pizza, buy a mattress. Oh. That's at the Lisa Dream Gallery in New York City. And they have a gallery of your dreams in there.
Do they really?
They can see into your brain.
And they show these to anyone who asks?
Morpheus, the Dream Lord, in his dream kingdom, wearing his helm of office and holding his ruby of power. No wonder it's one of Forbes' top 20 startups to watch. No wonder.
No wonder.
All right, here's what this is a required call to action.
Okay, so this is required of you to say.
I have to say this.
You are forced to, by law,
yes,
to say this. And I can arrest you. I can make a citizen's arrest. If you don't say this.
If I deviate from this copy, you could have me taken before a judge.
Oh my gosh. I really want you to deviate from this copy.
I shan't. And I quote, try a Lisa mattress in your own home for 100 nights risk-free with free shipping always and get $100 off when you go to leesa.com/PFT. That's leesa.com/PFT.
Paul, you crazy SOB, you did it.
You gotta laugh. Welcome back to Spontaneanation. Folks, it is time to talk more with our friends from the world of Make Pretends. My pals, the Work Juice Players. See you next month in San Francisco. Work Juice Improv. It's going to be a good time, as it always is, with these knuckleheads. Folks, I got a question for you. This question comes to us from our previous episode's guest, and that question is, it's more of a command. Choose one exotic pet. Ooh, there's more. There's more. Macaw, tortoise, boa, or alpaca. You must choose.
Can you read those?
Yes, I can.
Can you read those 7 to 8 more times?
Absolutely. Macaw, tortoise, boa, alpaca.
The classic ethical dilemma.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, this all, and you're on a trolley.
Which one are you gonna marry?
You're on a trolley. Any other choices in that? Besides marry? Just marry. Hey, let's play marry.
I got rid of the least Christmassy ones. The other two are Christmassy, Paul.
Christmassy one.
Marriage is very
It's
Christmassy.
very Christmassy.
Nothing says Christmas like marrying an animal.
Well, this feels like a We Got This crossover with Best Exotic Animal.
It does.
Thank goodness.
You guys
we're here.
know how to reduce your options down to the right answer. So
For me, this feels like by process of elimination, it's a macaw for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I think a tortoise would be giant and unwieldy in my home. I think a boa.
wait, is it a giant tortoise?
Wait,
or
are there
merely a
regular-sized
tortoise?
tortoises?
Sure, there are.
It would be a big one. Mark,
I'm
hold on.
assuming
You're
I'm
thinking of
assuming Galapagos.
You're thinking of a Galapagos tortoise.
That's exotic.
Mark,
What?
Imagine there's a knock at your door and you say, come in, and your guest comes in and they're standing at the threshold, and around the corner you come, perched on a giant tortoise, moving slowly. Oh, I see you've arrived. You can't do that with a macaw.
Wait,
you kill it.
who opens the door?
You say, let
Yes, I open my own door and then I go around the building and greet myself.
All right, close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
But your argument is you can't do that with a macaw.
You can't ride a macaw.
You can ride an alpaca, though.
You can, but I don't know. They just seem kind of overdone, don't they?
Overdone.
Yeah, that
Are
was a big-
people tired of alpacas?
Big about alpaca fad. That came and went.
It was huge. Done.
They are played out.
Mark, you want to stick with macaw?
Well, how big is a regular tortoise? Because now I was only thinking Galapagos.
Well, here's the thing. Every tortoise is a turtle, but not every turtle is a tortoise. So you could have a turtle-sized tortoise.
Okay, then I'll take that. Because they're adorable and fun and cute.
And they live a long time.
Yeah.
They'll outlive you.
Oh, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want some tortoise just standing on my corpse, proclaiming victory.
And after a while, it'll start to eat you if no one discovers your corpse.
Oh, never mind. Now I'm back to wanting a tortoise.
That's true of all animals listed.
That is, well, yeah, right?
Of all of
a
these.
macaw will probably eat you.
Oh, instantly.
Boa constrictor is just waiting for the opportunity. Yeah. All right, let's go. Annie, do you know?
No, I don't want to. I don't want any of them.
You have to choose. You must choose. This is what the question says.
While you think about it, I just want to quickly say Annie is dressed as Princess Leia. She took off the wig buns and put on something that makes her still look like.
That's right.
The studio headphones.
It's a little life hack if you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you have,
That's
let's say
right.
you have short hair, just get some headphones.
Get some headphones.
There you
Boom.
The question was posed as pet, right?
Yes.
So
This
I'm
would be
wrong to
living
look
in
at
your
it
home.
this way, that with an alpaca, it provides wool that you can do something with during its lifetime. You can eat it, and if it gets cold, you can cut it and crawl
How
inside
many
it.
pets have you eaten?
So I am wrong to think. Okay.
Yes. There's some leeway, I think, with the providing wool, but I think you shouldn't eat your pets.
I mean, to
It
each-
crosses a line.
All right,
Yeah. Well,
fine.
let's come back to you. Craig, I bet you have your mind all made up, and you have your reasons.
Boa constrictor, no way.
Okay.
No way.
I won't editorialize.
I'll be interested if anybody sticks up for the boa.
Yeah.
But yeah, to feed live rodents to it, you know, that's an extra expense.
Yes.
And it's just gross. Alpaca, I fear that you would have to shear it a lot, and I feel you would have to shield it a lot too. Yeah, you'd have to get a pair of shears. It's going to be constantly growing. So it's between macaw and tortoise for me. And I feel like in my current living situation where I have a cat and a dog, I think that the cat would get into it with the macaw, possibly the dog.
You're talking about Sylvester and Tweety style? Cat's going to have a lot of schemes to get at that macaw.
That classic setup, yeah. So I'm going to go tortoise.
You can't crawl inside it.
But it can crawl inside it.
It's true.
That's true. The gift of the tortoise.
Though, and being able to will that pet to, future generations is good.
Is it positive?
Is a positive, sure.
It is a great, I gotcha. What? I have to take care of this.
You're willing someone a burden.
The tortoise is only 40. It's going to outlive me, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going tortoise.
There we go. Hal, what do you think?
I feel like being willed a tortoise is the start of a Disney movie. Like your grandfather died and he wanted you to have this. And that's how he learns to love, is this tortoise.
Sure.
I thought about macaws as well, similar to Marc Gagliardi.
They're never far from your thoughts.
They're not. And as a Disney fanatic,
Sure.
the four macaws from the Enchanted Tiki Room, Jose, Pierre, Michael, and Fritz.
Sure.
Are stars of the show.
Those terrible racial stereotypes in the tiki room.
Why is there a German macaw?
Why is there an Irish macaw? It's the German. I guess it's not. Can you be racist against Germans?
Oh, I bet you could.
I'm going to work on it. I'd say tortoise. And I like the fact that they outlive you because then it becomes a BuzzFeed article. Tortoise shows up at man's grave every day for 30 years. Video, the tortoise crying. It's touching. And I'm desperate for fame.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to see a butterfly coming down to drink that tortoise's tears? Hal, I'm going to look at next to you, little Janet Varney. What's your choice? You must choose.
Listen, it doesn't have to make sense, and I don't care if it's overdone. First of all, in where I record my podcast, in that room, I have someone else's beautiful, loving, and adorable illustration of a very cute llama. It's not an alpaca, but it's a very cute, sweet llama face. So when I pick alpaca, I am imagining that comes to life. None of this is real, guys. You don't have to make a practical decision. I promise you. Wait, am I going to get an alpaca after that?
No, I'm going to buy these animals for everybody.
Okay. Well, I already said it. It's too late. No takesy backsy.
Totally a phrase.
I just feel like I'm gonna have the most warm relationship with that spitting beast. That
Delicious.
smelly spitting beast. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna snuggle up next to it. Can you ride him? I don't know.
You probably shouldn't.
All right.
You can try, but I bet it will not be well received.
Well, it depends on how young of a cult it is.
Llama cult.
I'll brush its beautiful long mane. Wait.
Great thing about the llama, it's all mane. Alpaca, yeah. I feel
listen,
like it's the only,
yeah.
it's the most huggable of all the choices.
I'll pack a lot of love into my relationship.
This
I
was
was
fun,
afraid
guys.
this was going to happen.
No.
All right, we're going to come back to Marc Evan Jackson.
Yes, delicious.
Okay. As a pet,
Yes.
what do you think?
I would be tempted to go with alpaca legitimately. The snake thing is strange and out of the question to me. There are too many. I live in Venice, and I see lots of macaws and big parody birds
Really?
on the
Oh,
beach,
of course
and they're
you do.
always accompanying weirdos.
Why do you think these birds are drawn to weirdos?
Because it draws people to the birds, and the weirdos get to go like, oh, this again. It's like, you brought a bird to the beach.
That's right.
Tortoise, I think the lifespan thing is off-putting to me. That it would. I think that they would make terrible executors of wills, and I just
Be a long meeting.
yeah. Alpaca.
Alpaca.
Yes.
There we go. Guys,
Because you can.
let me. I will say this about about hugging the alpaca. I've seen a couple videos online recently where birds, specifically a rooster and a turkey, were getting hugged and petted by human beings and loving it, which is, I started really tripping out on it, that there's these animals that can't do that for each other, but they still think this is good. Like when they're getting hugged. And I guess we all just want to be hugged. And so that's why I think an alpaca, of course, is a good choice. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with tortoise. Gotta go with tortoise. I don't think they're unwieldy,
Yeah.
Marc. I think that it would be having, like, it would be the equivalent to having a Roomba with bad batteries in your house. it would barely get in the way. And as always, I gotta say, always nice to see a turtle. Ladies and
As
gentlemen,
always.
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Paul's on the record.
Always nice
Yeah.
to see a turtle.
Paul is on the record.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take another break. When we return, we will have procured a location for our improv, and then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, do you know about this podcast called Throwing Shade?
I'm stupid. No.
Oh, well, it's great. And I give you a piece of paper with some statistics about it.
Well, let me read this.
Okay, dum-dum.
Do you listen to Throwing Shade?
I do. I listen to it every week.
Why?
I love it.
That's a great reason.
I feel
right
like
there.
Brian Safi and Aaron Gibson are like my friends.
They're like your friends that you wish you had, but they hate you.
They
and so
don't
you
like me.
listen to them instead of having the real friends.
Yes, I've met them. They've made it clear to me they do not care for me.
They have a perimeter that you are not allowed to cross.
Yes, let's say they've gone to the police and they've enforced this.
Maybe 30 yards.
That's right. But no one can be in jail for listening to a podcast.
No, although I would like to create some laws in 2018.
I bet you would. But you gotta catch me. I'm not gingerbread man.
Well, Throwing Shade is the political comedy podcast hosted by Aaron Gibson and Brian Safi, who deliver their fresh takes on pop culture, women's rights, and LGBT rights with hilarity. And quite honestly, if I'm being honest, vulgarity.
Scott, thank you for being honest, because it is true that they are very vulgar in a fun way.
They're distasteful, but in a fun way of like,
Yes.
I'll allow it this one time.
They talk about orifices, and you're like, I don't want to hear about that. But then you hear them do it, and you're like, that's pretty funny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I tell you they just released their holiday special?
I understand there's a number of special guests on that.
And I understand some people were not invited.
That is my understanding as well.
Guests like Jessica Chaffin,
Sure.
Calpurnia Adams, Dave Holmes, and Matt McConkey all stopped by to enjoy the holiday spirit on this Christmas episode.
Had Jessica Chaffin back a couple times now. That's great.
Apparently, our schedules are impenetrable to their inquisitions.
Well, look,
because
they're not going
yes.
to ask you, but
Wait, why wouldn't they ask me?
You know. But I did the show before.
Don't know.
I think you know. But I've done their show before, and they pretended to have a great time with me.
They did pretend. You're right. And it was quite obvious when I listened to it. But you're not going to want to miss this one, Paul. Listen and subscribe to Throwing Shade on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or quite honestly, after that, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I would say wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wherever you listen. Throwing Shade!
Throwing Shade!
Paul, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you ever matriculated into higher education?
Well, since I don't know what the word matriculated means, I'm going to say no.
I don't think you have.
Yeah.
So you do not possess a doctorate of any sort?
No, I do not. I'm a college dropout.
Much like Kanye West. Now, are you...
Exactly like him. We went out together.
Really? The same day?
Yeah.
You held hands like Butch and Sundance?
Yeah, we talked about it at lunch.
So are you attracted to people who have doctorates? Is that does it seem exotic?
Much so, yes.
Ah, yes. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you about a certain doctor that I think you're going to really enjoy.
Please do, and talk very slowly.
Okay, it's not Huxtable, if you were worried about that. It is, in
It's not
fact...
Dr. House, is it?
He's so rude to everyone. But you know what? He's a genius, so he gets away with it. This is a different doctor. This is Dr. Not Octopus either. Dr. Game Show. Have you listened to Dr. Game Show yet?
This doctor? What does he have to say?
No,
or
it's-
she.
The doctor is a woman.
That's right. Can't operate on my son.
The old riddle. No, Dr. Game Show is a podcast. It's a program. Dr. Game Show is the cult favorite radio show, and now it's part of Earwolf.
Well, Scott, I'm glad to hear this because I remember saying to Earwolf, please get more doctor shows.
Please. But mainly because you don't have a computer and you're not able to go on WebMD.
Yeah.
And you have a severe amount of maladies.
That's right.
You're always calling me and texting me saying, looks like I got another problem.
That's right. I have a flip phone. So I can't look up stuff on WebMD,
Right.
but I can call and text.
And most of it is just bone spurs.
I have so many spurs on my bones.
Well,
all over.
Well, look, Dr. Game Show is not going to help with that. But Dr. Game Show is a very entertaining show, and now it's on Earwolf. Let me tell you about it. In each episode, host Joe Firestone and Manolo Moreno play listener-created games with their comedian friends and listener call-ins. That sounds intriguing, right?
So can you get a bone spur in your skull?
I don't think that they deal with that. Although maybe that would be very interesting if one episode in particular dealt with a bone spur in your skull.
No, is it possible? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I wonder.
I have a pressure in my skull.
I think that I need to drill a hole into your skull, like trepanation, to let the spirits in.
I got some evils in there.
Yeah. Oh, is it to let evils out or to let air in? I don't know.
Well,
I always thought
evils hate air, so let the air in. Evils are like,
I always thought it was to let more oxygen in there because oxygen is good for the brain.
It's great for the brain.
Instead of drilling a hole in your skull, why don't these people just like go to the hookah bar and take oxygen? Or
Go
whatever?
to the hookah bar.
Hey, Paul, go to the hookah bar.
May I invite you to hookah bar?
This show is really fun. Dr. Game Show. It gets off the rails early and often, and it's a ton of fun. I will tell you, in a recent episode, they had Will Butler from the Arcade Fire.
Oh.
And his 5-year-old son, they both guested together. And it was nutso.
Are you kidding me? That's not allowed.
It shouldn't be allowed.
But it was fun, you say.
It was fun. I don't know. They played games like What's Your Primary Utensil? They played Rad Dad and Sauce Boss.
That sounds fun.
Sauce Boss. There's really no way an ad can even express how crazy and funny the show is. And
why are you trying then?
I should quit. Why do this show anymore if I can't explain how crazy and funny the show is?
What's the point of anything?
What's the point? What's the point of life?
What's the point of life?
What's the point of life? You have to hear it. Listen and subscribe to Dr. Game Show on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And follow Dr. Game Show on Facebook and Twitter so you can participate when they record episodes.
And guess what, Scott? Bonehead spur is called osteoma.
Osteoma?
Osteoma.
Osteoma
Yes.
to you, my dear boy.
Osteoma to us all.
Osteoma in 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Christmas edition of Spontaneanation with Paul F. See the proof. It is now time to reveal the location provided to us by special Christmas engineer Sam. And that he gives a little wave to all his fans. And that location is Airport. Airport. We take you now. Oh, Craig, thank you. Aren't you a little Christmas gem and a jewel?
I'm a helpful elf.
This is something you all need to know, and maybe some people here need a refresher of. Refresher of? Just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we need to go into the past for some reason. Someone's having a memory. We're learning how something came to be. Anytime we go into the past, there is someone in this room who's done the show multiple times who is looking so intently at these buttons. Anytime we need to go into the past, we use this flashback sound effect. Mark, would you like to press the button for flashback?
So much.
Do it. I dare you. He did it! Now, if we need to return back to where we were from a flashback or for any reason travel into the future, you'll hear this flash forward sound effect. That's right, honey. This final button moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene. We want to find out what's happening at the exact same moment somewhere else. We press this meanwhile button. There we go. Past. Nope. Past. Present. Future. Everyone gets it. And now it is time to reveal the location provided to us by Christmas engineer Sam. And that location, once again, is airport. Airport. We take you now to airport. Is it delayed again?
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. It looks like the plane will be coming into the gate in the next few minutes, and as soon as that happens, we'll deplane everybody, get this crowd back on, and we'll all be off. Don't you worry, folks.
Could you make heads or tails out of that announcement? What was he saying was going to happen?
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to say a quick high five, everybody.
Well, that's what you get for flying Southwest, right?
Yeah.
On Christmas Day of all days.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to get home to see my family, and I left it too late, and now here I am, flying on Christmas Day.
And you're going to Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincinnati, Ohio.
I'm going to Cincinnati as well.
Yeah, we're in the same gate, so I figured.
I don't have any family there.
Oh, what do you...
I just thought it'd be a fun place to travel to on Christmas Day.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't mean to be rude, but why did you think that?
I don't know. It's, the Reds are from there, the Bengals.
Right.
They have Geta.
What's that?
Geta is a sausage mixed with oats, and it's a breakfast staple there. 99% of the Geta consumed in the country is consumed in Cincinnati, so it's a local delicacy.
I'm not originally from there. That's where my family ended up. My parents, they moved there after they retired.
Florida International Airport welcomes you on this holiday. If you don't celebrate, happy day.
Day.
I try to fly out of FIA whenever I can.
Sure.
Florida International Airport.
Whenever you can,
Whenever I can. Well, I'm based here.
Right.
In the center of Florida.
You're just saying when you fly, this is the airport you use.
This is the airport I use. It's my local airport.
Okay, I'm sorry. My name is Bill.
I'm Clinton.
Clinton, nice to meet you. So you don't...
Hey, Bill Clinton.
Oh, isn't that funny? Yeah.
It's almost like we're meant to sit next to each other. Right. Are you going to use your in-flight magazine?
No, you're welcome to have it.
Somebody filled out the Sudoku in mine. And they got it wrong, too. They put ones and everything.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Clinton, I'm gonna get up and walk around.
Okay.
I might get yelled at, but I'm gonna take my chances.
Okay. You're going to walk around, yeah.
Here's a
I'm
seat.
gonna be right
Here's a seat.
I hate working on Christmas.
Oh, you tell me.
Isn't it the lamest?
No, keep telling me.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh yeah, this is your first Christmas with the company.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like here.
Here at Southwest at the Florida International Airport, it's just like we all just want to go surfing. That's a Christmas tradition here.
Surfing is a Christmas tradition here?
Yeah, you're new.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm going to go walk around for a little while.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Here's a seat, honey. You just opened up.
Oh,
Take
a
a load
relief.
off.
We've been walking around for hours. Oh. Boy, these airport seats are so comfy, aren't they?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing all right. I wish this flight would take off. We gotta get to Cincinnati.
I actually, I do have a seatmate next to me,
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we taking somebody's?
but you can.
Okay.
Oh, is it that guy?
No, Bill, I'm saving your seat for you.
Cool, Clinton. Thank you. I'm good. I might just ride this out in the lavatory.
You might join the Mile High Club, huh?
What? I beg your pardon?
If we don't take off, he'll never get a chance.
We're married, so we don't have sex.
You know, they have done... I have to say, I'm so embarrassed. They have done such a good job now of creating that walkway right onto the airplane from the airport that sometimes you don't even know you're on the plane yet. But here we are,
That's
apparently on
FIA in a
plane.
nutshell. They make everything easier.
Do they? I mean, they've de-iced this plane 3 times, and we're in Florida.
You want to de-ice her again, or?
Yeah, one more time. let's tell them we're gonna take another half hour to de-ice. That's the fin, just the one on the back.
Let's make it 45 minutes. We can watch another episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation on Netflix.
And then surfing?
Sounds good to me.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're just deplaning everyone, and once that's done, we're gonna de-ice and then get everyone
I
in.
just figured out we were on a plane.
I figured it out a little bit before that, but now we're getting off the plane?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my first day here at this airport. I apologize. We will be deplaning everyone, then replaning everyone, most likely. I'm gonna check with my supervisor. I'm bad at my job.
Look, they're all got like getting up and sitting back down again. They don't know what's going on.
You know what we should do? We should tell them that we did de-ice the plane. And then as soon as they sit down, tell them we gotta de-ice it again.
Oh, how about this? What if we tell them we gotta re-ice the plane?
Whoa.
Just see what the reaction is.
I'll go get the hose.
Okay.
Folks, it looks like we're gonna re-ice the plane
That's
now,
not-
and
that's
then
not a
we're
thing.
gonna be
That's not a
we're gonna be
thing.
taking
Why
off in
would you
just a
do
little
that?
while. High five.
High five.
Oh, catastrophic climate change, huh?
I beg your pardon?
Catastrophic climate change, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, Florida in December. Ice.
There's no... Clinton, I think they're messing with us. There's not...
You think so? I was thinking that's one of those patented Southwest jokes.
Well, I don't think it's like, singing the safety announcement.
Honey, are you coming? I'm halfway down the jetway.
My wife takes a lot of pills.
What does she take them for?
Well, anxiety and then to get re-anxious. She thinks there's a plane at the end of that. There's not.
Wait,
They would lock those doors, right?
you're saying we're...
Excuse me, miss, are we getting off the plane or what are we doing?
Half the people have gotten off and half the people have stayed on.
Okay, what are
Nobody
we-
knows what's going on.
You don't know?
What do you guys want to do?
I'm a pilot. I'd like to get on.
You haven't.
Wait,
been
you
on-
got off too?
Yeah, I just heard him say that we're re-icing the plane. I know that it takes a little while, so we'll have you up in the air.
Okay,
just-
so that is a thing, re-icing? Because I've never heard of that before.
Have you ever heard of de-icing?
Yes.
How
Well,
do you think it gets ice in the first place?
thank you.
I thought that was nature.
No.
That's nurture.
You got me there. I'm not a pilot. Look, I'm just trying to get it's
Crazy
Christmas.
climate change, right?
Yeah.
Yes, crazy climate change. Look, I'm just trying to get home to see my mom and dad in Cincinnati.
That's a classic story.
Yeah. How do you think it ends?
Depends. Is this like a romantic comedy? Or is it like a drama? Is it like a buddy comedy?
No, I'm alone. I'm just trying to get.
Oh,
to see
you'll
my
find a
parents. It's
buddy.
not-
I think I know what it is.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna
think
get a buddy.
He's gonna kill Santa Claus and then become Santa Claus.
Ugh, what? No.
The Santa Claus. It's in the
It's
contract.
Santa Claus.
What a gruesome idea.
Told that to
didn't
the
say it.
people. They made like 12 of them.
He didn't say it was a bad idea.
Attention, Southwest passengers. Time for seat tradesies.
What's
Oh, this is my
that?
favorite
High
part.
five.
Mind if I grab that middle? I love the middle seat.
Well, my wife and I are traveling together. Oh, sorry. I've got to take this. Hello?
Should I get back on the plane? Do you want an orange Julius?
They sell Orange Julius at the end of the jetway?
Well, I'm at the gate.
Oh, I mean, I'll never say no to an Orange Julius.
Okay, I'll be back soon, honey. I love you.
I know.
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
I'm hanging up.
Merry Christmas.
It's an unusually good Orange Julius here.
Is that right?
Yeah, fresh Florida oranges.
That's great. Maybe it'll make up for traveling with my wife. She fills out Sudokus, all with the same number, and yeah, it's
Yeah, that's a problem.
it's a bummer. Yeah. Oh, she's
Here
back.
you go, honey.
Thank you.
I feel so reckless.
I feel like
I didn't even pay for this Orange Julius.
that's illegal.
It's a Christmas miracle.
No, it's crime.
Same thing.
I feel like you must have ordered it already when you called to see if I wanted
I
one.
wanted to I wanted to clarify that you did want one after I'd ordered it.
Well, I'm not going to receive stolen goods.
Are you going to drink this, or would you like it? You're eyeing it like it's a Christmas stocking full of
This
treats.
is Clinton. We've just met. He's
I wouldn't say no to an Orange Julius.
Hello,
what I say.
Clinton.
Huh.
I'm DeLoreans.
DeLoreans?
plural.
Like several cars?
Yes, I was named after the several cars.
Look at her. She's beautiful. Shiny little baby. What should we name her? Honey, you didn't.
Oh God, I've done so much cocaine.
Honey. Honey, today of
Honey, you
all
all right?
days. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I just gave birth without the aid of drugs.
Ooh, DeLoreans. DeLoreans.
You want to
Several DeLoreans.
All right. What? No, don't write that down.
Okay, DeLoreans, several DeLoreans.
No!
There you go. The ink is dry.
Her name is DeLoreans, several DeLoreans Thompson.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Thank you so much.
I was just admiring your monogram and wasn't sure what it stood for.
That's what it stands for. Luckily, Land's End will monogram up to 7 figures. Characters, letters.
Well, if you're into things that get monogrammed, maybe you want my Sky Mile catalog.
Do they have a Sudoku game inside?
Don't.
Why would there be a Sudoku in the middle of a Sky Mall?
Not interested.
And why would you fill out one Sudoku with the same number?
Because it's the Lord's number.
1 is the Lord's number?
Yes.
I didn't mention that it was 1. I just said the same number of them.
How did you know that?
Somebody filled out my Sudoku with the same number.
Wait a second. You've seen one of her magazines?
You were on this plane before me. It feels like... This is strange, but I don't remember anything before getting on this plane. I feel like I've always been on this plane.
Oh dear. We're gonna go stand over.
Don't leave me. It's Christmas Day.
Right.
I've always been on this plane. I'm supposed to go to Cincinnati, but I don't know why.
Why Cincinnati? Do you have family there?
No, I don't have family there.
Do you like any esoteric foods?
I like Geta.
What? I was thinking Skyline chili.
Don't make me explain. Scott's also good. And Gold Star chili.
You really don't remember anything before being on this plane? What about your childhood?
My childhood.
Clinton! Where are you going?
Mother, I need to leave.
You can't leave.
Is Clinton
Nobody
leaving?
leaves.
Is he leaving?
He's not leaving.
What?
I need to go to school, Mother.
You'll never go to school. I'm all the school you need.
That's the only memory?
I was raised by chickens.
I hear they're great hug recipients.
They can't hug each other, but they can hug a person. Well, no. A person can hug a chicken.
It's like which came first, the chicken or the person hugging the chicken?
That old ethical dilemma.
Hey, Clinton, look who's back.
Bill.
Yeah, I kind of got shut out of Seat Tradesies.
Oh, thought you left me.
I did, and then now I'm back.
Well, this is DeLorean, several DeLoreans, Thompson.
Nice to meet
Dave.
you. Oh, I
And
thought
that's Dave.
From your monogram, I thought you had some kind of degree.
Nope. I'm not well enough to have gone to school.
I thought you were a dentist.
who works exclusively on land.
I thought you were an alcoholic dentist.
Well, thank you for passing judgment on me based on my satchel.
And you are? I'm sorry.
I'm Dave Thompson.
Dave.
That's my wife. We're married to each other.
So Thompson is your married name.
Oh, yes.
What was your maiden name?
Clinton.
Really?
That's my name.
That's your first name?
It's my first name, but it's one of my names.
Clinton, what's your last name?
My last name?
Last name? I'm taking a census. What is your last name?
Bagok? Clinton Bagok. Clinton Bagok is my name.
Is that Eastern European?
I don't know the derivation of it.
Could you spell it?
B-A.
Sure.
G-O-C-K.
Oh, okay, just like it sounds.
Bagok.
Now, can you use it in a sentence?
Hey, who are you?
I live on this plane.
What?
I've been getting on and getting off this plane for now 20 years.
What's your name, sir?
Why?
My name?
Yeah.
Demeter.
Demeter.
Yep.
Like the fragrance?
Or like a meter. Said very quickly.
And you say you live on this plane?
Yeah.
Have you seen me before? Have I been on this plane for a while?
My goodness, you've been here since the beginning. Do you not remember?
Since the beginning?
The beginning?
What does that mean?
Are you talking about morning?
In America.
Welcome to the plane.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's my boarding pass.
Clinton Bagok.
Yes, I'm Clinton Bagok.
You're among us now.
We have been waiting for you. Take a seat.
Anywhere I want? Can I take this middle seat? I'm remembering so much more.
It's all really weird, though.
Well, I mean, that's not his fault. He's just remembering stuff.
I mean, these sound like supernatural kind of drug trip stuff, Clinton. I'm tempted to go stand over there.
Well, hold on a second, Dave. Do you remember getting on this plane?
Come to think of it, no.
Yeah, I don't
so
either.
we're not in the gate lounge?
We're not in the gate lounge. We are on the plane.
Where did the seatbelt come from?
From it, like it's attached to the.
Huh. I mean, no, I certainly have memories, though, right?
Yeah, we all have memories.
But I mean, I guess I remember getting on this plane. I use an app for the boarding pass, so you want to scan this?
Of course, sir. Oh, there we go. Just
Honey, do you have you'd have mine on your thing too, right?
You said you wanted to print it out.
Well, you always tell me how great the phone is, so I said, if you love the phone so much, put my boarding pass on there.
And I told you that's not how it works.
you know what, folks? It's quite all right. Just give me your name and I'll punch it into the computer.
Okay, DeLorean, several DeLoreans, Thompson.
I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time?
DeLorean, several DeLoreans, Thompson.
DeLoreans, several DeLoreans, Thompson. Great, I've got you. If you guys could just put your faces up next to those vents over there, and the mist will take care of the rest.
Hey, am I too late for boarding? I'm sorry I'm late. Thank God it's that special day where you don't need a boarding pass until you get right to the plane.
Oh, yes, of course. Can I see your boarding pass, sir?
Yeah, here it goes.
Great, thanks. Just put your face up next to the vent, and the mist will do the rest.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we should not have breathed in that mist.
Yeah, I guess just post 9/11, I just do whatever I'm told.
It's true. It's a federal offense to not comply with uniformed personnel.
Yeah, they scan your skull, and it's just embarrassing.
Everybody's got to take off their shoes because one guy tried to blow up his shoes once.
Okay, let's not lose sight of the weird thing that's happening here.
Bill, I don't know you very well, but you seem like the kind of man who's really trying to make sense of this mess. Can you explain how I was able to get off the plane and go to Orange Julius and steal an Orange Julius for my beloved husband?
That's a great question. That is a great question, DeLoreans. Well, I mean, that Orange Julius that you're holding.
Uh-huh.
If you look at it closely,
Yes.
you'll see it's a rolled up Sky Mall catalog that you just dumped some orange juice into.
Oh no.
So
that
you never
was a
left-
really unsatisfying sip I took.
I never got off the plane.
None of us ever got off the plane.
You never got off.
Even the... Who? What?
Never got off the plane. You are here now with me forever.
Who are you really?
My name?
Yeah, because
let's start there.
Demeter is a really weird name.
My real name is Jacinda.
Jacinderin?
Jacinderin.
And what are you?
I am everything. Since the beginning of time immemorial, I have existed to bring people from here to there. And never was anybody with me. But now, you're with me forever, my companions. And we are all free to move about the country.
But we're not. We're here.
Well, we have to de-ice it. We have to re-ice it, and then we're de-icing it, and then we'll all be off.
So that's real?
Well, yeah, if you have to de-ice a plane, certainly you need to re-ice it. That's basic science nurture.
Listen, science nurture.
Yeah.
Listen, Jacinderin.
Yes.
Did I get that, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if your kind even celebrates Christmas, but it's Christmas, and a lot of us have somewhere to be. I wonder, is there any way you could see clear to releasing this plane and letting it fly and taking us to Cincinnati?
Christmas.
That's right.
The one day a year where everyone puts aside their hatred and learns to love.
And you don't need a boarding pass till you get right up to the plane.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we could. We could all go to Cincinnati and enjoy Grater's ice cream.
That's right.
3-way chili.
That's right.
And that weird sausage thing.
So many chilies. Do you mean Geta?
Yes,
Yeah.
Gedda. Yes, let's get her out of here. Sorry for that.
No apologies on Christmas, Geta. Just like the movie Say Anything says. Not Say Anything. Love Actually. I get confused when movies have punctuation, whether it's an ellipsis or
I
a
hear
comma.
that. You tell me.
It's from that classic scene where Emma Thompson's holding that boombox over her head.
That's right. And from out of the boombox we hear at Christmas, you tell the truth. And also, I can't remember what we were talking about before.
High five.
Excuse me, stewardess?
Yeah.
I fell asleep for a while.
Yeah, you did. You snore.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I?
It's all right.
There's nobody seated next to me. I guess I kind of cleared the area around me.
Yeah, nobody else has been on this plane. It's just you.
It's only me on this plane?
Yeah, welcome to Cincinnati.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Is it time to deboard? It's
Yeah.
a deplane?
We just have to de-ice.
You have to de-ice before we deplane?
It's really cold, so we iced up when we landed.
Wow, this is strange. Nobody else is on this plane.
Just you. You must have had some dream.
If our Christmas tale offended, think but this, and all is mended.
Keep the cheer inside your heart, and may your loneliness end you part.
For Christmas time is one of peace and
decorating little trees.
Merry Christmas to you all.
See you next year, probably in the fall.
And it all happened in a place called Airport. Marc Evan Jackson, where can people find you? What do you want to promote?
People can find me at Marc Evan Jackson on Twitter and at dcpimprov.org. And please check out the movie Jumanji, which opened 5 days ago.
Jumanji for our Canadian friends. Marc Gagliardi!
Yes!
Same things.
Oh, okay. I am on Twitter at Mark Gags, and listen to Hal and I in our regular podcast, We Got This, on the Maximum Fun Network.
You're goddamn right. Annie Savage and Millie, what would you like to promote?
Millie, what do you want to tell the people?
You want to say Merry Christmas?
Say Merry Christmas to all. Oh.
You got the backhand.
Yeah, that was the sound of the microphone.
Backhanded mic.
Annie, where can people find you?
I'm around. Probably on Twitter. I don't know. I haven't used Twitter. Annie_Savage, probably.
Probably. There's a good chance.
I think so.
Little Janet Varney.
I welcome everyone to come join all of us at Sketchfest. Check out sfsketchfest.com for a full lineup. There are many iterations of shows happening with all the wonderful people in the room. And I'm at Janet Varney on Twitter. And listen, if you need to get a hold of Annie on Twitter, I'll just forward whatever.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey.
Hal Lublin.
Go to hallublin.com to find all the things I'm doing and all the places I'll be, and listen to me and Marc settle all your problems for you every week.
There you go. Craig.
Cackowski on Twitter.
Wow, aggressive.
Craigslist PCast on Twitter.
The end?
The end.
Craigslist is your podcast with Carla, our friend Carla.
Yeah.
And you guys watch these movies. It's a really fun podcast.
We're watching my 100 favorite movies.
That's right.
Many of which are not her favorite movies.
No, to say the least. Eban Schletter is Eban Schletter on all the things. Go to ebanschletter.com to check out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneanation work. It is fantastic. And why is it fantastic? Because Eban Schletter is only the best. If you want to find Eban Schletter's name, how do you spell it? It's simple. It's like this. EBANSCHLETTER. As for me... Sketchfest, I love it. It's my favorite thing. I do it every year. I will be up there doing not only Work Juice Improv with these knuckleheads, but I'll also be doing Spontaneanation Live. That's right, we're doing it again, you guys. We'll be up there having fun, mixing it up. Will little Janet Varney be on that show? You bet your goddamn ass she will. Follow me at PF Tompkins on all the things. I adore you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Christmas engineer Sam for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next year, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Praesenti.
There is a new podcast coming to town. It's called Dr. Game Show. This is a family-friendly podcast where we play games submitted by listeners regardless of quality or content. We do it with our really great comedian friends, and then we take calls. Werewolf Elton John. Contestants have to sing an Elton John song while slowly transforming into a werewolf.
Can you hear the love to... Tonight. I'm a werewolf now.
Hosted by Joe Firestone and Manolo Moreno. Can I have that seat? Contestants have to persuade Manolo to give up his seat with their excuses.
Hey, yo, Manolo, I need that seat. It's your boy T-Bone.
What?
I'm gonna poop my pants, man. I gotta sit on it.
Ew. Real fun. Real chaotic. You never know what's gonna happen on Dr. Game Show on Earwolf.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.